Hi everyone, welcome to DOdaily Monday live. Bit of drama I've just had there. Got caught up in the thunderstorms. Got soaked, absolutely drenched. Anyway, I hope you've had a great weekend. Welcome to another week of DOdaily. Really looking forward to going at it again. Really pleased with how everybody took to the challenges and the activities last week. I did ask last Monday if you could all really give it a push last week, and judging by the numbers taking part and all the great pictures and all the fun we had, really pleased with how people took to it, like I say. So more of the same this week, lots more coming up. Attack the week, I always say never miss a Monday. So one rule I've got, one rule I really stick to. Just got out there to do some exercise. Ended up walking 2 miles away from home, tried to find a nice little spot to do the video, and got absolutely drenched. Second time in 2 days I've got absolutely wet through. So not to worry, we'll press on. Resort to plan B. Not going to get down about it, because like I say, really positive right now. With all that what you guys did last week, all the activity, some great plans for do running, talking to lots of people about developing ideas. And I had a great weekend myself. Didn't do too much, but what I did do, really enjoyed it. Got out for plenty of walks. Met up with a couple of friends again, so that's perfect for putting us in top spirits, isn't it? It's what we want right now. We want things to get back to normal. We're always being told there's a new normal, and I think there is. I keep saying, want to embrace the change, want to embrace the positivity that some of these things on offer can bring, and we're trying to do the same through Do Running and Get Out, Get Active Nottingham. What we want to do is encourage people to stay active at the same time as being positive, and using all that to motivate and inspire other people. And judging by last week, we did a pretty good job of it. So once again, thanks for that. Looking forward to this week. It's pretty much more of the same, but obviously with a different slant on it at times. We've got the solidarity run tomorrow. It's been brilliant so far. All the guys getting involved, taking pictures, sending them in. What we do is meet up at 6:30 when we normally run the City Slickers group running session in Nottingham. But what we do is we say meet up. I don't mean meet up in person. We meet up virtually, do some sort of activity, whatever you choose. And just knowing that the guys are doing it at the same time really works, so it's really good. On Wednesday, recently set up the Wednesday workout challenge. Again, absolutely amazing last week. Lots of the guys pushing each other on to do a few extra miles, working in teams. They felt like they was part of the group again, which was the purpose, and which really shows Do Running in its best light when we're working as a team. So it's really important to keep doing stuff like that. I'll come up with another challenge yet. Not quite sure what it is at the moment, but I'm sure I'll be letting you know tomorrow what we're going to do on Wednesday. And then Thursday, of course, I go live again, getting out of my comfort zone twice in a week, answering your questions, anything that's bugging you, anything around activity or motivation or what you can do to help yourself. I'm prepared to offer my opinion. Keep saying it's not anything that's not out there already, but sometimes just hearing little bits of information helps. It's really important for me. I'm going to touch on that after, let you know what else is on this week. I'm going to set myself a challenge this week. Friday, of course, I'll be out walking, becoming my favourite time of the week. Friday morning, getting up early, getting the video done for 7, getting somewhere different in Nottingham to see different things, and sort of look ahead to the weekend again and what we're going to do in terms of Saturday selfie and the Sunday social. So it's a really busy week again. I'm doing lots to go at. Really looking forward to it again. Like I say, I'm in top spirits right now. A couple of weeks ago, I let you all know I wasn't feeling great, but since then I've been getting back to where I was sort of 4 or 5 weeks ago, really in top spirits, really looking forward to the things I'm doing. And hopefully you guys can get involved in that too, and what I can do can hopefully inspire you and you can inspire others. I want to touch on something just from the weekend. The one thing that did get me down. I watched the news, and I'm sure you're all seeing sort of certain events that aren't particularly good right now. I got really angry about one of the situations, only momentarily, but I thought it was quite important because I was thinking, how do we, like, these issues are out there. I'm not going to go into what they are. We all know what they are, but I thought, what can we do individually to sort of help the situation? Everybody's looking for a quick fix and an answer, and I thought, there's nothing we can do sort of short term, but what we can do is almost just be our best every day. Keep inspiring people, keep doing what we do, keep showing, keep trying our best to sort of show another person, because when we're showing somebody else what we do, we all feel great about that. When we achieve in life, it's normally when we've helped somebody or done a good job. So I think the best way of attacking any problem out there in any situation is just to conduct yourself properly and in the right way. Be driven, be motivated. We all want to change the world, but not single-handedly. We can't do that. So it's important just to be the best we actually can in doing the things we do. And I think that's really important. I was thinking from that, what can I do? I've spoken the last couple of weeks about looking after my health a little bit more. I mentioned sort of used eating nice food and drinking in a positive way, but I just needed to be a bit cautious of what we was eating and drinking. And of course, everybody seems to, you just have to look at social media and everyone's talking about the weight they've put on during lockdown and the different sort of, and becoming a bit sort of couch potato like almost, and hopefully we've helped not sort of get people too bogged down with that by sort of offering an opportunity to get involved. But what I was thinking was, I need to make more of an effort now to really sort of look at my own health, and if that can inspire someone else to look at theirs, then that's really important, isn't it? So this time last year, I started a challenge of running 100 days in a row. It's the longest I've ever run. So I was thinking, what could I do along those lines? Obviously, I can't run right now, but I can do something. There's always something we can do to try and help and sort of spur each other on. So I mentioned quite a lot about drink and indulging in certain things. So I'm going to set myself a challenge of not drinking for 100 days. Anybody that knows me knows that's going to be really tough. I do like a drink, just like my hobby is football, running, and the achievement from that. I like to celebrate. But what I'm going to do is set myself that challenge, because what I want to do is I want to do it for myself, first of all. And that's the important thing. You've got to want to do something for yourself. You've got to want things to be better for yourself. And then just by doing that, you're working with purpose. You're showing people that they can make positive change and do positive things in their world as well. So whilst I'm doing that for me, hopefully it will inspire others to just think about what they're doing a little bit more. I know I'll feel even better. I've made massive progress in the last few weeks from where I was, but I know I'll feel even better, despite feeling great in terms of prospects and what's coming up. I know I'll feel even better when I'm fully into a new challenge, when I'm reaping the benefits of eating well and drinking well. So I know I'll be more than happy with that. So that's what I'm going to do, and I think that's really important. And the reason I mention it in relation to getting angry on the news, like I say, it's that thing about what can we do, and the only thing we can really do, in the grand scheme of things, is make sure we're doing the best we possibly can. Make sure we're doing what we can. If whatever it's in relation to, whether it's yourself, whether it's somebody else, is just set the example almost. If we set the right example, then hopefully people will follow. Lots of issues out there where they're talking about it starts with education, and it starts, and that's what we're doing every day. We're trying to educate people, and we're always learning. We're always learning on the job almost. So I think it's really important to start the week in a positive frame of mind. Like I say, mine's a big challenge. Don't expect anyone to join me, but what I'm going to do is create these smaller challenges around that. So I said to Kay before, we're going to create one each, whether it's getting up at 6 a.m. or eating by no later than 7 a.m. every day. Just little challenges to break down that big challenge. I find that always works. When I did the running challenge, I'd set myself little weekly targets along the way to not look at the big number. And that's what it has to be sometimes, whether you're marathon training or you're training for your couch to 5K. It's not always about looking at the end result. It's them little small challenges along the way, doing what's in front of you, doing the best you possibly can as you go. So what we're going to do is create these little small challenges, which are going to improve our own sort of well-being and our own lives, and almost forget about the bigger challenge. I won't be able to, because I spend a lot of time around people who like to drink and enjoy themselves in that sense. But I know it's going to really test me, and if it's going to test me, then I'm going to feel great when I've achieved it, because I'm pretty stubborn, pretty determined, and I think it's important just to use that drive sometimes to attack things. This is the start of a new week. It's Monday motivation, and what we need to do is really sort of hit it hard sometimes. If we've just been plodding along for a few weeks, accepting the situation, accepting what comes at us, then we get a bit like we can get ourselves easy into a slump. Once you do one positive thing, once you make one positive decision, then another one comes off the back of that, and another one comes off the back of that. And before we know it, we're doing really good things and achieving really great results. And I think it's just important to use these little... I said last week, I don't believe that you should wait till Monday to start a new diet or to do this or to do that, but why not use those little blocks of 7 days to keep moving forward, keep driving forward and keep doing what we can. Obviously, we're offering lots of activity and lots of involvement. So if you can get involved, I really appreciate it. As much as it's for you guys, I'd really appreciate you being part of this amazing community. It inspires me every day, so if we can give something back, then why wouldn't we? So get involved in everything that's on offer this week. I'll go and get dried off. I was really in the flow of it whilst I was out there, so I was a little bit frustrated coming back, but it doesn't matter. I could still get the opportunity to talk to you guys and pass on the message I'm trying to do. So hopefully, like I say, you can join us for the rest of the week. Keep watching, keep looking out on the social media, keep posting them pictures. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully a little bit more prepared for the solidarity session. For now, guys, keep at it. Attack the week. Come on, let's give it a real go again. Cheers. Just doing it.